As Rishi Sunak's government continue to wreck the economy and Keir Starmer's Labour Party are too busy talking about rainbow unicorns and toilets, there's also a split on the political right. This is a clash between UKIP and Reform UK. It is quite important to talk about how there is a great opportunity for smaller parties to actually get together and challenge Team Red and Team Blue. But there are various smaller parties right now, from the Heritage Party to Reclaim, Reform UK, UKIP, the English, the Social Democrats, there's so many, the English Constitutional Party, so many right now. That some of them mostly are on a similar leaning, towards similar leanings, but there is also, of course, differences that expose the clash and the split. The UKIP have been trying to create some sort of a unity. Rebecca Jane, who is the deputy leader of UKIP, who somehow is now the main face of UKIP, even though she is a deputy leader. We don't hear much from the actual party leader or the other figures at UKIP, but she's trying to be approaching Richard Tice and Reform, but Reform UK are not really interested in engaging with UKIP. And so UKIP have now done a press release saying that, well, we are now ruling out any alliance with Reform. UKIP have been in talks with other parties to create some sort of unity alliance in order to challenge the main parties. So she's actually said that since my tenancy as deputy leader of UKIP that started in October, I've tried to unite all splinter parties. I promise to keep the public updated with our progress. She actually says about the splinter parties, saying, well, Reform, led by Richard Tice, have been the only party that are kind of basically difficult to have any discussions with. We've all witnessed how he believes that they will make significant impact and potentially win the next general election alone. I believe this view is pure egotistical insanity. No splinter party stands any chance of success alone, but together we stand every chance. So I can see that she also talks about she criticizes Richard Tice's comments regarding Andrew Bridgen. Obviously, Richard Tice has come out to defend those comments, saying, well, we're still the only main party that asked for an investigation into the side effects of Pfizer and everything else that happened. But clearly, they can't really get together to do it together. She says, to say I was mortified by this was an understatement. Mr. Bridgen would have every place in UKIP, and he deserves nothing but congratulations for expressing a view that could upset the status quo. Andrew Bridgen was completely right. And yes, she talks about the whole issue with the side effects and everything else. She continues by talking about free speech. Free speech and free decisions, especially what you put in your body, will always be my stance. Once again, Richard Tice has come out and said that 6-month-old babies should be vaccinated. I do believe that Richard Tice has come out to actually defend those comments as well, saying that he's actually been pretty much against forcing any sort of Pfizer or AstraZeneca products into children. We actually have the screenshots here for you. Here is Richard Tice's tweet saying that I've always consistently been against health mandates on children and young people. This is up to all the screenshots that he's now published about all his previous statements and tweets to defend his position. But Rebecca Jane continues by saying that he has refused to talk, which ignores people that he most certainly does to promote free speech. So it's quite interesting because it seems to be a personal clash between Rebecca Jane and Richard Tice as party leader, which again creates that kind of classic cliche of why smaller parties, especially on the political right, same applies to the political left as well, always struggle to actually get together and unite, because the clash is no longer really about the differences on policy ideas. It always becomes more personal, about personalities. And then again, that's just always been the problem with politics anyway. But let me know what you guys think, because I know that we have a wide range of supporters and subscribers on this channel. We still have Tories, we have Reform UK supporters, we have a few UKIP supporters, we have all the other parties, we have a couple of Lib Dems. Thank you for watching. We have all the others as well, and most of you are basically independent minded like me. We are not really part of any political party. We'll continue to scrutinize all of them regardless of party colours. Let me know what you think on my Tousi, and we are the media.